Welcome to today's video, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 21 explained. For he hath made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. This verse speaks about the incredible exchange that took place through Jesus Christ. God made Jesus, who was completely sinless, to take on sin for our sake. This does not mean that Jesus became a sinner, but that he took the full burden and penalty of sin upon himself. Jesus was perfect, without any fault or wrongdoing. Yet, in God's plan of salvation, he bore the punishment that we deserved. This was necessary because sin separates humanity from God. The only way to bridge that gap was for a perfect and sinless sacrifice to take our place. That sacrifice was Jesus. By taking on sin, Jesus endured the wrath of God that was meant for us. On the cross, he experienced separation from the Father, suffering the penalty that was rightfully ours. This was not an act of injustice but an act of divine love and mercy. God allowed his own Son to stand in our place so that we could be free from condemnation. The purpose of this sacrifice was so that we might become the righteousness of God. This means that through faith in Jesus, we are no longer seen as sinners in God's eyes. Instead, we are covered in the righteousness of Christ. It is not our own good works or efforts that make us righteous, but the finished work of Jesus on the cross. This is the foundation of the gospel message. No one can earn salvation through their deeds, because all have sinned and fall short of God's standard. But through Jesus, God offers a gift of righteousness. When we accept Christ, we are justified, meaning we are declared righteous before God. This verse also highlights the depth of God's love and the magnitude of his grace. He did not leave humanity in its fallen state but provided a way for restoration. Jesus' sacrifice is the greatest act of love, demonstrating that God desires to bring people back into relationship with him. For those who believe in Christ, this truth should bring great peace and confidence. It means that salvation is not based on personal performance, but on what Jesus has already done. It means that no matter how broken or sinful someone may feel, they can be made completely new in Christ. This is why believers are called to walk in faith and not in fear. If we have received the righteousness of God through Christ, then we are no longer condemned. We are no longer separated from God. Instead, we are his children, fully accepted and loved. This verse is a powerful reminder that Christianity is not about following a set of rules to earn God's favor. It is about receiving the righteousness that comes through faith in Jesus. It is about trusting in his sacrifice and knowing that through him, we are made right with God. If this verse has blessed you today, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. May God bless you abundantly.